Hey everyone! In today's video, we're gonna talk about the best WWE finishing moves of all time. Some are even hilariously funny. Make sure you watch the video until the end so you don't miss out on some of the most shocking moves. Let's jump right into it. Number 15. Crippler Crossface. Well, it's quite similar to the top rope head dive, but if you see it a bit more deeply, it's actually less risky. And on the other hand, the victim is tortured to a considerable extent. This move was basically the signature move of Chris Benoit, an exceptionally great wrestler in the history of WWE. Now, the same move has been adapted by Daniel Bryan, who presents it effortlessly with high chances of victory. Number 14. Gorilla Press. One of the greatest WWE champions, the Ultimate Warrior, has used this supreme finishing move, the Gorilla Press, and of course he won championship after championship in the WWE, all thanks to this move. Although the Ultimate Warrior was not so famous, this move blessed him with a super successful career and champion life. Number 13. Go to sleep. Oh my god, this one is really very bad and can actually make anyone sleep. No one really has the guts to survive this move, which made it a recognizable finishing move. How about a fast and powerful knee to your face? That is exactly what you've just heard. Once you get this move set, there's a definite victory, but in case one fails in between this move, they might even lose, as hurting your knee is even worse. Number 12. Ankle lock. The worst way possible, which results in excruciating pain, and the opponent ultimately has to tap out. This move is now being played by another superstar, Jack Swagger. Number 11. Hell's Gate. You can understand just by such a dramatic and dangerous name that this is their move of the one and only Undertaker. Well, this is his signature move of submission, and since it was so fatal, it was banned for several years. Basically, it created tension between the other top wrestlers because there was no other choice except to tap out, as they were being suffocated badly, and if they didn't tap out, they could faint and even die too. Number 10. F5. The wrestler with one of the most intense and deadly looks, Brock Lesnar, is famous for his suplexes, but do you even know? Number 9. Attitude Adjustment. This is a godfather submission move. Really heated topic of all, as this has taken down the superstars of all ages. No one can deny the power of a move which has defeated Randy Orton, CM Punk, Edge, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. Number 8. Randy Orton's RKO. Basically, RKO is Randy Orton's full name, Randy Keith Orton. There hasn't been a period of time where you didn't see the RKO. The Viper strikes at any moment with this move, and once he gets a hold of it, there's nothing other than both shoulders down submission. It is known to very little portion of the world that this signature move is adapted from the finishing move of Diamond Dallas Page, known as Diamond Cutter. Number 7. Figure 4 Leg Lock. Quite a lot of fans are addicted to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who has been the greatest entertainer in the history of WWE. And the Figure 4 Leg Lock is the most famous moves of all time. Although wrestlers can get out of this hold, but this has been known as one of the greatest submission moves of all time. This move is found to be a mix of Triple H's and Shawn Michaels' signature moves, and furthermore, it is now adapted by Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair, known by the name of the Queen in the Ring. Number 6. Pedigree. Triple H has been the king of WWE, the powerhouse of the company, and also the current CEO. Although his submission move was criticized in the early phase of his career because it was his own, instead of adapting it from others. When he put the head of his opponent between his legs, people usually assumed it in the other kinky way, and Triple H was considered a comedian. Number 5. Spear. The most awaited of all, the spear is maybe the most used finishing move in the history of WWE. Although Edge, Big Show, Goldberg, and several others have used this move, Roman Reigns' spear has its own ferocious vibe, taking out the breath out of the victim's lungs. Number 4. Rock bottom. That dramatic mic drop, and if you smell what the Rock is cooking, the People's Champion has stolen all the hearts by his entertaining wrestling style. Rock cooks a fresh pile of hurt each time he goes for this move. It looks awfully painful when the Rock strikes the opponent's back into the ground. Number 3. Tombstone Pile Driver. This is the only allowed submission move of The Undertaker, as the previous two have been banned by the company for their fatal nature, and this is the reason the streak lives and The Undertaker has been successful. Number 2. Sharpshooter. One of the top submission moves of all time, the sharpshooter has been the reason for several downfalls of WWE wrestlers in the 90s. Bret Hart returned to bury the hatchet last year, making it the earliest of all thanks to this move. Stunner. Stunner is deeply associated with its owner, Stone Cold's host for WWE Tough Enough. Be sure to check out WWE Most Epic Entrances, and I'll see you guys in the next video.